have you considered the competition was not that talented at the time?
What, the 90s? The 90s talent was better than this time of talent. The 90s talent was so much better. Look at the Hall of Famers in the 90s. Do you want to go through the Hall of Famers in the 90s? Let's compare and contrast the Hall of Famers of the 90s to this day of Hall of Famers. Let's do it.
Go for it.
Speedy, bring up the 90s top players. I can tell you off my head the great 90s players. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Magic Johnson was at the time, Larry Bird at the tail end, but they were in
Elijah Wan, you mentioned
Elijah Wan.
I know you like Clyde Drexler.
Charles Barkley at the top of his game. Go ahead, bring up the players. I don't have it in front of me right now.
Here's a Bleacher Report article: 25 best players of the 90s. Mm-hmm. So you got Chris Mullin and Tim Hardaway for the Warriors. Mm-hmm. Joe Dumars is on this list as well. Kevin Johnson.
Just spit it out. Go.
I'm just reading. Grant Hill. I know you like him a lot. Penny Hardaway. Mitch Richmond, 17. Gary Payton, the glove. Dennis Rodman. Alonzo Mourning. Reggie Miller. Dikembe Mutombo. Sean Kemp. Patrick Ewing. Clyde Drexler, who I mentioned. John Stockton. Charles Barkley. Shaq. Scottie Pippen. Karl Malone, David Robinson, forgot about him, yep, Akeem Olajuwon, and obviously Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm. Now bring the top guys of this age where the game has become a baby game. You don't even play defense anymore. Those guys don't play defense. Steph Curry don't play defense. James Harden don't play defense. Let's go. All the top teams, top players. They don't play defense.
Did it hurt you in the heart and the soul when Steph hit every three that he hit in the finals?
In the finals, Steph Curry couldn't hit a three in Game 5. He missed how many 3-pointers? 9 in a row.
He was 0 for 9.
Yeah, give me a break.
He was the MVP of the series.
He was the MVP. You're going to tell me that Wiggins wasn't the MVP of that series? You're going to tell me Andrew Wiggins wasn't the best player in that series? Come on, dude. Did you watch that series?
I would say
Andrew Wiggins was the MVP of that series. The only reason why they gave Steph Curry that MVP is because Steph Curry never won that award. That's why he won it.
Did Steph Curry wrong you in personally?
Not at all. Not at all.
I rooted for him in college.
I rooted for him in college, Davidson. I loved Steph Curry. I don't like the personality that he is. And to say that Steph Curry was the MVP of that series, go look at the series. When Wiggins was taking and defended Jaylen Brown in the first 2 games, he couldn't hit a lick. Then they moved him to Jason Tatum. What did Jason Tatum do in the series? And by the way, he was double-doubling. He was double-doubling in his position as a guard.
Jason Tatum is one of the most overrated players in the NBA.
Oh, stop. You're going to tell me? Oh, my God. Now, honestly, you're going to sit here today. Right now, who would you rather on your team? Steph Curry or Jason Tatum?
Steph Curry every day.
You're crazy. You're crazy. Because Jason Tatum plays defense. He's a rebounder. He can block. Remember, the Celtics had the best defense in the league this year.
I'll tell you what. I bet you if the GM of the Warriors called Brad Stevens right now, and he said, I will trade you Steph Curry for Jason Tatum.
They would never do it.
I bet you $1 million.
They would never do it.
$1 million.
They would never do it.
They would
never do it. Jason Tatum is 20. Jason Tatum.
Brad Stevens saying, "Is this a joke?"
Jason Tatum is 26 years old to Steph Curry's 33. Are you nuts?
He's not 26. I don't think he's 26.
Yes, he is. Go look it up, Speedy. Look it up.
I don't think he's 26.
He's 26 years old. Speedy, why does it take you so long to look it up? What is 24. It? Mr. Type.
24.
How old is he?
24.
He's 24. Jason Tatum is 24 years old.
That's correct.
Speedy, why is it taking you so long? You can type so fast.
Steph is 34.
I know how old Steph Curry is. I asked you Jason Tatum.
Well, he said 24. That's right.
You're going to sit here.
I bet you $1 million right now.
They would never do that.
They
would never do that.
No, if they say no,
Steph Curry would ruin that Celtic team. He don't play defense.
God.
He don't play defense.
If Brad Stevens says no to that, I would bet you.
What are you like? What are you like in love with Steph? Is that what you want to do? Do you want to hang out with Steph?
He may be one of the 3 to 4 most influential players in NBA history.
Yeah, because all he does is shoot threes. That's it.
And he's really freaking good at it.
Great. And he's
and
great
he's
at
changed the game in the best way.
No, it's not for the best way. You think the game's better because all they do is chuck up threes?
I would much rather watch guys shoot threes than watch.
You're crazy.
No,
the game. No, what the NBA did was make it into a peewee sport. That's what they did, where you can't put your hands on anybody, you can't put your. And you got. It's a boring game. It's not fun to watch anymore. It's not fun anymore.
Okay.
And for you to think that is, Austin, I feel bad for you, man, because you're 26 years old. You're a baby. I'm 40.
Okay, there you go. So the demographic is this. People above the age of like 35-ish, I would say.
Get out of here.
Have no fun. That's for Steph Curry.
Get out of here, Austin.
90s.
Austin, you're crazy.
I'm telling you, it's the way it is.
No, it's not.
Above 35, people are.
I got friends that love Steph Curry. Matter of fact, one of the guys that are on our show, who's he's a Knick fan. He loves Steph Curry. Vinny Rubo loves him, absolutely adores him. Okay, and he's the same age as me, so that's not true. It's not. But to sit here and say that the game's better for what it is, I got a bunch of friends that don't even watch basketball anymore. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. They need to figure out what they. First of all, I don't know why they took away putting your hands on. You're putting your hands on defensively. It ruins the game. It doesn't make the game. It makes it harder for defenders to stop the offensive players. When it's not fun to watch anymore. It's boring.
I think the game is as healthy as it's ever been.
Really,
except for the player empowerment.
People are not even in love with their teams anymore. They're in love with the players. And you think that's better?
I don't
think
really
that's
care
better. I know you don't care.
I think fans, for the most part, are morons, really.
Yeah, there you go. I like that.
I mean, honestly, I think most fans have little to no understanding of how to break down a game, which is problematic.
The fact is, and by the way, we are talking to the Painted Flying 76ers NBA reporter and writer, Austin Krell, a friend of the show. It's not surprising that we're going at it about Steph Curry, but
it's okay. I recognize greatness.
So do I. So do I. And the best point guard in the NBA and still in the NBA is Chris Paul. You could say whatever you want. He's the best point guard in the NBA.
It's funny. I think Chris Paul's hand is pretty light, whereas Steph Curry's pretty heavy.
Yeah, well, it's great when you're drafted in a 3-year span with 3 Hall of Famers. And by the way, you have one bad season, and the NBA gives you a top 3 pick, and he didn't even play this year, which he'll play next year. And Wiseman, I mean, give me a break. It's ridiculous. I mean, the Knicks how long did it take the Knicks to get a top 3 pick? And they've been terrible for years. They have one bad year. They have one bad year. They have a top 3 pick.
Didn't the Knicks have a chance to draft Steph Curry, and they didn't take it?
No, they didn't. They went the pick after. Minnesota had a chance twice.
Gotcha.
They passed on him for Ricky Rubio and Johnny Flynn.
Well, those are all good decisions right there. It's a healthy
I don't know about that. The Knicks never make good decisions. So.
Well.
But
I mean,
that's
aren't you guys Knicks fans?
Yeah.
I am.
I'm an honest Knicks fan. I'll tell you how it is.
I'll tell you what. I went to Villanova. I was actually same class as Jalen Brunson.
Oh wow. Okay.
You like that move? You like that move?
It's a pretty big overpay, if you ask me.
I think they paid him less. I mean, he took less money, Austin, to go to the Knicks than going back to Dallas.
I think what you need to do now, if you're the Knicks, is find a way to move off Julius Randle's contract
and get Donovan Mitchell. We've been talking about it.
Brunson is. If you have lead stars on your team, he will be great for you. But he can't be the guy who is like your number 1, even number 2 player.
Yeah,
honestly.
I agree with you. We agree. We've been talking about it in the beginning segment of the show.
He's a fantastic person. A really, really, really good dude. Good kid. Very smart player. If you're wondering why he's playing out of the post a lot, just let him do it. Trust him. He loves the post.
Before we let you go, and again,
actually, fun fact. I played pickup with him and I stripped him once.
Oh wow!
Look at you.
Nice.
There you go.
There you go.
Maybe
That's story to tell.
now I'm getting scared. If you're stripping a guy that's in the NBA.
Everyone keep. Oh yeah.
Wow. Not even giving him any credit, huh?
I was the Steph Curry of my time.
Oh my God!
Uh-oh.
Please.
Errol's going to call you the most overrated pickup basketball player if you do that.
Well, I was pretty high on myself, but no one else.
I can see you are, but we love you, man. We are talking again to the Painted Line 76ers NBA reporter and writer Austin Krell. Before we let you go, Austin, which is a great conversation, a great interview, what do you think could change the path of the NBA going into this offseason and going into the new season? Who do you think can knock off the Golden State Warriors? And what team could surprise everybody on a move or a breakout move this offseason in a trade or free agency?
What if the Boston Celtics trade for Kevin Durant and they say here's Jaylen Brown, here's one of the Williams kids, the wing,
and picks.
Grant Williams,
Picks,
yeah.
Grant Williams, and picks. Sure, yeah. What if we give you that and we have Tatum and we have Kevin Durant? Listen, Brooklyn is selling for a loss anyway at this point.
Yes,
right?
100%.
Maybe Jaylen Brown's the best player you can get back in the trade, but I'll tell you what, good luck defending Tatum when he's not throwing up 21 nights. And Kevin Durant, I mean, they're going to be they're going to be, that's probably the best wing duo you've ever seen. So that, I think I don't know that it's going to happen. That's not intel. It's not an inside scoop, but it's taking a look at the NBA landscape and thinking like, what if this happens?
How about this? And I said this before you came on. How about the Lakers trading Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, and 3 or 4 first-round draft picks of the future to trade Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant to the Lakers?
Lakers have no interest in Kevin Durant right now.
I'm just saying that could change the
I
landslide.
think Anthony Davis is one of the soft players in the NBA.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
You're probably
For
right.
somebody his size, I would agree with that. I just have one more question because I know being you're a Sixers guy, I know there's a whole controversy with the Joel Embiid for MVP. Do you have a legitimate case for that kind of thing, or do you actually agree with some of the people that were saying that he shouldn't have been?
No, he should have absolutely. It's a farce that he didn't get it. If we're being completely honest, like Jokic is a great player. He has to be taken off the court for defense. Beginning games, they had to play offense or defense subs because he's an inadequate defender. He's gotten better on that front. People love his passing. That conflates the analytics stuff that people love. You have writers out there who have votes in this who made up their own stats they were using for the vote. Joel should have won it. I bet you if he was on a different team, he would have won.
It's interesting. The Greek Freak had a pretty good season too. So it could have went either way. All 3 of them were really, really good.
Another guy who can't hold Steph's jock strap.
Oh, give me a break. What's up with you and holding people's jock straps? Anyways.
He's just trying to fire up at this point.
Austin, tell the fans how they can find you on social media, you crazy you know what.
You can find me on Twitter at NBA Krell. You can send me angry DMs and we can argue about Steph Curry there. I cover the Sixers for the Painted Lines. I cover the NBA at large for USA Today.
Well, we really appreciate you joining us, and we'll get you on again, and we can argue Steph Curry again for another.
He'll be on his way to his second Finals MVP at this point.
Oh, so. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Anyways, that was his first MVP in the playoffs.
Well, he'll be holding up the trophy for.
Oh, by the way, just so you know, Draymond Green predicted them to win the next 3 out of 4 championships.
They probably will because they have the greatest point guard of all time.
Okay, we'll see because I don't think they're winning another one. Anyways, thank you, Austin. Thank you for your time, my friend, for pissing me off even further. And by the way, thank you for telling me and giving me the information about Jalen Brunson while I'm not happy that you stole the ball from him in a pickup game. Thank you.